Hello everyone, and welcome to the beginning of the stream with me, your host,
Brotatoe!
Hello, it's me.
Your boy Brotatoe, aka Skinny Penis, aka Zod's future wife.
Hi, how's it going? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. What's up, dogs? How's your Thursday been?
Oh man, so great.
Congrats, Dot.
I just got engaged, so thank you.
Congratulations, Aunt Bart.
Theo's happy for us. She's stoked, so that's good.
That's great.
I hope you four are doing well. There is 4 of you. I thought there was 5 for a second. I hope the chat's doing well. And you guys ready to play some D&D, or do you want to real quick have a recap of what happened this morning, my morning as I woke up?
Yes.
Yes. Did you woke?
I woke up. I fell asleep. I had a really bad nightmare actually that Bosco got out. It's terrible, man. Just running around sobbing for 3 hours. So now that gets taken out on you guys today. Cash, you awake to find yourself in a similar dream.
Oh God.
Can you imagine?
If I dream of chains, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, so you're on fire.
You're on fire, like that town that you set on fire accidentally and burned down the entire thing. Just in case you forgot.
Oh, it's not me.
That's how you're like, I didn't do anything. It wasn't my character. Oh, the music was just about to start again. It wasn't my character. I didn't do it. It's okay. The repercussions will never come back to the party ever again.
Good. Totally. That's
100%.
That's how
real,
Mr.
before we,
Brotatoe works.
Before we start, how's you guys' week's been? What have you guys been? Anything crazy? Anything awesome?
Good. Playing Minecraft.
Playing Minecraft. Cube. Cube's in the chat.
Cube's in the chat.
Cubes.
I went to what was it? Disneyland yesterday. Checked out the new Star Wars land and everything.
Oh,
it was awesome. Went to the cantina. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Have a cantina?
Yeah, I'm fully
like
erect.
the Star Wars one?
Mm-hmm. And not modeled after.
Music for this.
It's
There we go.
kind of sort of like the one on Tatooine, but not the same one. So it's kind of modeled after the same, but
That's so cute.
Is that in the good America or the bad America?
I don't.
I don't know what that means.
Yes.
Yes. Just say yes.
Both.
Peach is from Wales. He has no idea of anything that happens outside of his
No.
small village.
Yeah.
He only just found out about America.
Electricity. And we can buy
This news from Twitter moments.
You can buy shoes.
By saying
Go.
cute shoes.
he just keeps trying to confirm that America exists by asking obscure questions about it, and slowly but surely he's whittling down the options as to whatever this America thing is.
Wait, so grilled
So you know
cheese?
dollars.
No.
Like grilled cheese, like that's it is a thing.
That.
Okay.
So,
But it just melts. I don't understand.
Vio go to Pet Rock over the weekend. Its name is Sandwich. Never thought that was a thing that I would have to say out loud in my.
Why would you
entire
name it
life.
after food, consigning
know,
it
man.
to instant death at some point?
If one
like-
thing could
don't
afford
like
it.
this big.
Named dog.
Oh. I have a cat named Dog, yeah.
You have a cat named Dog?
Yeah.
I'm guessing 2 weeks before that's a doorstop.
Well, my cat? What the fuck, dude? What do you think I am? One of those people that are all over Twitter?
What do you think he is? A YouTuber?
Do you think I am
Jeez.
some sort of famous YouTuber and Twitch streamer?
Not yet.
Not yet. Where's my dog? It's time to get famous.
Oh man. All right. You guys want to play some D&D? You ready?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm actually just remembering. So no, I don't want to be in this episode.
What? Come on.
Oh, I
man,
know
it
what's
was
about to
great.
fucking happen.
Jeez, last episode was great, right, chat? Just in case anybody in the chat and any of you have forgotten, why don't we do a quick little recap of what happened last weekend? Thursday wasn't a weekend. I wish this was on the weekends. That'd be dope. We could get drunk and play D&D, but Brad says we can't.
You can't get drunk on the weekend, Jay?
No, that was why I said I wish it was on the weekend.
You can't get drunk in the week?
No, that was the joke.
Why not?
Okay, Listen, America's real. All right, I'll answer any questions that you want after the stream. Okay? All right, if you have any other questions after the stream, I'll answer them too.
That gif with that gif with the dude that does the like, and he tries to work out what's happening, like
With the
yeah.
All right, everyone do the sound. If you do it well enough, you get inspiration.
I don't know what the sound is.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Brad, do you speak Wales? So last week, as you were all exiting the city of Peak Cliff a couple weeks ago, you were found by the Burning Thorns, crossing the Jade Lake here in the middle of the continent, Vormir. You were journeying into the mountains to try and find a short path through instead of going all the way around, so you could all return to the Temple of Eldath. If I'm not mistaken, solely so that Taldro can have his final moments there. Yeah?
No,
I think so. No?
I just
Taldro's
wanna. I just don't trust anyone else. So I'm like, I have to hand deliver Kale back to the
Just
temple in
drop
order
her off.
to feel like she's somewhat safe. If I'm just gonna drop dead.
I'm only going because I was told by one of the old ones to, if I don't, something.
He just said,
Follow the orc.
that was all you heard, yeah.
And he was in a very small public bathroom.
With bad reception. So you were all kind of climbing this mountainside here, and ended up being driven further into it when you were caught. And as you've been kind of escaping and making your way west here, you've crossed over what seems to be a kind of like strength-sapping, heated river that almost tore all of you underneath, and Megan had a hard time navigating. As you ventured further into these mountains through these winding and twisting corridors, you came upon a place known as the Cavern of Starlight, where Kesh very quickly realized that these thick or very thin thread and hair-like vines hang down from the bottom or the top of the cave here, kind of lighting the ceiling up as if it were a ceiling of stars. And as you were making your way through this cavern here, enormous in size as well, as you're making your way down this little path, this kind of naturally formed pathway, there were figures that stepped into the room ahead of you. You saw Burning Thorns members with torches held up far out in the darkness, kind of walking around and searching for presumably you four. There was a clever and kind of crafty mage's trap that forced Taldro to come out of hiding, and a fight ensued. So we find you now today, as you are fighting. I've upgraded the map a little bit. Now you have a walkway. But we found you mid-fight, where we ended our last session here. And Megan, you were the last to go, if I'm not mistaken, as you were peering off into the darkness here. You have a couple of seconds to collect yourself, but in the darkness at the end of last week's session, you were met with two reptilian eyes. And as you had looked over to your right, I think I said right. You see that one of these pillars in the room that you had just disregarded previously while you were fighting was actually a petrified person. And we start the session today with you, Megan. I think.
Pretty sure I made my attack, and then
that's what I was trying to work out. Yeah, thank you. So you did make your attack?
Yeah, because I really
Okay.
fucked him up.
Yeah, you got him like kind of from behind. You had kind of spilled these ball bearings out as well into the cave here, across the left side of this river. And this river kind of runs from the very top of this room, again gargantuan in size and length here, and then runs down as far as you can see to the end of the room. But we currently find all of you fighting. You see crawling out of kind of these two crevices in the far back of the room, just barely enough. You can see these large talons begin to step into the room. These small, well, not necessarily small, but these squat legs kind of stepping in, tree trunk sized muscles kind of running up the arms, and then they give way to a long face. And you can see 2 basilisks enter the room.
Can I get a free action?
Oh my god, thank god it's a basilisk. I thought it was a Medusa. I mean, I wanted it to be a Medusa and as Brad, but not as Taldro.
No, why not, man? Why not? So yeah, what do you want to do for your free action here?
I'm gonna shout over. There's something else in the cave here with us. You Kesh and you Taldro and Kale, whilst you're like engaged with these Burning Thorns members that have kind of now surrounded you. Kesh, you have this large figure behind you, one that had kind of spoken in a gruff voice and pointed over at Taldro as well, and I think specifically said that he's going to rip the arms off of him or rip him tear from limb from limb. So you see these kind of reptilian forms step out at the bottom right. How do I do the ping thing? The bottom right of this cavern. You yell it across, and it echoes throughout the cavern. They are not in the initiative right now, but they will be next turn. Comes to you, Kesh. You hear this as the fight's just kind of starting to continue on and get a little bit more frantic now. What are you doing?
Looking over, would you be able to tell that they're basilisks from a distance, or would it just be kind of one of those you just see eyes in the dark?
I think they're close enough to you. Yeah, they're close enough to you that you can start to see. I'll give you I'm pretty sure I had a handout here, but apparently I did not. You can see like a plenty of legs on these creatures. They have like a large open mouth and then spikes along their back here. Mm-hmm. I think you've probably seen, we'll just say what a basilisk looks like before. You can tell here. But currently in front of you, just to let you know, currently in front of you, you have 2 presumably weakened Burning Thorns members, 2 that you were going to sneak up on and push them into the river. But this large man kind of omai wamu shinderud behind you. There's what you see in the corner there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's got too many legs.
You can see like a long tongue kind of lolling out of one of the sides of their mouths, almost like canine-like, but with kind of predatory eyes to them as well.
All right. I guess under his breath, he just whispers, "Shit," and is going to go ahead and disengage.
Okay. It's your action, yeah?
Yeah. Going to go ahead and disengage and actually move around, kind of just dance around these 2.
Yep.
And attempt to push kick the closest one in again. I think I tried that last week. So with the bonus action, go ahead and just give him the one hit.
Sounds good. Give me the attack rolls. I'm going to
15.
Give you the heights here. Oh, there we go. So up here in the top, this walkway is 25 feet at the highest, and this is 10 feet at the lowest on those walkways.
All right.
A 15 hits.
All right. And 7 damage.
7 damage.
Just more just a kick to the side as I'm dancing around him, trying to keep my keep distance between himself and the others. Yeah,
you clip him really well. Like you kind of catch him where he's not expecting it. Maybe slap him in the ribs. But there's no. What are you looking at the overlay?
I wasn't ready.
You slap him in the ribs and he makes that face. His nose. It doesn't knock him off of his balance for more than a second. He kind of quickly regains it by stomping one of his heavy-toed boots down. But you seem to get a really, really good kick on him. You can hear a bone crunch underneath his leather armor there. Right. That was just one. What else do you want to do?
Well, I think isn't disengage action?
Oh yeah, I forgot you did your disengage to get away. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So-
So that's your bonus action. Yeah. So Taldro, you can hear and Cash, as you jump over, you can see these basilisks quite clearly now. You have a clear line of vision. Taldro, you can hear this kind of echoing throughout the cavern of Megan saying that there's another problem, and then you hear like I think thick like footsteps and crunching of stones as if they're being chewed on, like rocks being broken from the south of the cavern. If you were to look, you turn and you see basilisks, but I don't know how engaged you are with this large man in front of you. This is the man that previously, while you were hiding amidst the roots and kind of the nooks and crannies in the walls, trying to be stealthy while they walked through, he had like stood there and pointed directly at Kale and started to fight her. What do you want to do?
Kale was supposed to fucking finish him off, but she didn't. So, do I know what a basilisk is?
Oh, roll me a nature check for like exactly how much you know. We'll say yes.
9.
Default. We'll say yeah by default, especially since you grew up somewhat around here. You'd know somewhat of the creatures to be wary of in the caves. I think you just know basilisk, plenty of legs, each stone petrifies. Nothing more useful than that.
So I'll turn to Kale and say, look at that.
Oh,
Remember them?
unfortunately.
And then I would like to attack the man behind me while I casually have a conversation with Kale. I guess I'll have to just kill him and be done with it.
The man's like, that's a basilisk.
Yeah.
And your hit presumably hits him in the face.
Hopefully. Let's
I think it's
find
really
out
safe to assume
together.
for you.
11. 20. I'm like talking to Kale like,
And spare us.
Let me see. I think that still hits.
The 11?
It still hits. Yeah, the
Oh.
11 hits.
All right, well, that is a grand total of
Hey, how do you wanna kill
27 slashing. I mean, I'm like having a conversation with Kale, just like while I'm killing the man with Ogdump's sword, just blah, blah, blah. And okay.
Yeah, he falls to the ground, kind of falls off your sword, and then you can hear I think the growling and the crunching of the stone even thicker from below or further on in the room here.
Can I go under the walkway here?
Yep, yeah, like I said, those are, they're about 25 feet up on that side, so you can go underneath.
I will move to here.
All
Along
right.
the way. And I will shout at Kesh. Hey, you okay, Kesh?
Kind of already like in his stance, kind of not super bad looking, but just kind of turns around, just good enough.
I'm like moving, but I'm maneuvering in a way that I get out of the way of the basilisks to a degree.
Okay.
But I don't want to attract the basilisks, because if they run up this way, they might eat these people first.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So you push up. Currently, you're like standing on right on the brink of the river here. It's kind of rushing past you, going south on the map, just so you guys know. It's kind of rushing past you.
I'm just
past
moving
you, rather.
along that river.
Okay.
I got motion to Kale to stay back, I think, but
Okay.
she's just not doing anything that anyone says today. She's going through her
Someone tried to
rebellious
tell me I was
phase,
a princess.
some would say.
That my mom wants to kill me. I'm a little out of it right now.
Yeah, right. Kale, you can see Taldro saying stay there, or kind of holding his hand indicating you to stop. Comes to your turn. What are you doing?
So I'm kind of nodding toward his, his outstretched hand, and then I look down at myself and I see that I'm sort of beat up and I'm not feeling too good. So level 1 cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
8.
8. Okay, you quickly kind of slap your arm on yourself, clutch your holy symbol. You feel yourself rejuvenated immediately. Are you moving anywhere, or are you just staying right there? You can see a couple of pillars to hide behind underneath the walkways. There are also
there's something to hide behind.
Yeah, here. Give you a little
I'll certainly do that.
ellipses here, and say there's a pillar there, there's a pillar there, and so there's one there and two down here.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm
go.
gonna tuck myself probably right about there.
Okay. So as you're passing by, you can hear or as you're like running away, you can hear the hisses of these basilisks kind of filling the cavern here. They start to echo about. And this right in front of you, Peachy, the wizard that you had stabbed from behind. You can hear a quick incantation being muttered under his breath, and then a large shield kind of pops up in front of him, like a kind of transparent projected shield. You can see a spell starting to form in a circle as he kind of like claps his hand together, and you see something starts to outline and shimmer across his armor a little bit as he turns around to you and says, "You need to stop! Come here, you little thief! Are you the one? You're the one
I'm
from
right
Peak.
there. I'm right there.
And he brings up his mace and goes to swing. Dun, dun, dun. Let me make sure. That is... Bum, bum, bum. Okay, yeah. All right. He actually doesn't go to swing at you, sorry. He just kind of stands there. But he will incant another thing underneath. You can see, like, he holds his axe and then begins to grab onto it with both hands and starts to run his hand down it as he's incanting. Starts to get a slight sheen over it. But he does nothing else other than that. This guy is dead as a motherfucker. And the man next to you, Kesh, the one that you just kicked. Yes. Slices out twice with his sword. I'm gonna guess a 17 hits.
17 hits.
So sorry, sir. You take 9 damage.
Eek.
But on the second swing, the water maybe kicks up and his hand is quite wet and his sword slips out completely and kind of skitters across the ground towards Taldro. As it's gone from his free hand, he kind of stares at it in surprise as it just skips across and lands near Taldro's foot.
Oh, thank you.
He just seems to be terrified, like staring at it, shaking at it, and seeing the sight of you, Taldro, coming. And that is that guy's turn. This guy, that I don't think is a hit. All right, 16 is a hit. Does he take another 6 damage? As another sword kind of catches in, and then a dagger bites into your ribs. So you take a total of 15 damage this round. That's including the 9 that you just took.
Okay. Yeah.
And they, the two of them, seem to stand together with each other, facing you, almost emboldened by each other. Megan, it's your turn.
Okay. He's casting spells, so he's nearly screwed. I'm just gonna attack him again.
Okay, go ahead. Give me your attack rolls.
17.
17 hits, yeah. That shield kind of comes up for a moment, but your sword breaks through it.
Is it a concentration spell?
No.
Damn it. Damn it. For 8.
Yeah, so there's a quick stab through. You can see it, like the spell almost reforms after you pull your sword out. It seemed like you've broken through it quite easily. Why can't I do math? I've never done it in my life. There we go. So he looks quite weakened by it. He kind of staggers back a little bit, clutching his side where you stabbed him. It seems like his eyes they kind of start to droop a little bit, but he seems really determined to fight you.
Okay, I'm gonna move around him a little bit, and I'm gonna offhand him with my dagger. Bonus action.
Okay.
I don't get the strength on the damage though. 14.
That's a miss, actually. So as you go to bring up the offhand, your fist kind of cracks against seems to be a reactionary wall, almost a wall that appears in the thin air. Yeah, the shield kind of projects a small bit again, and your hands just kind of bounce off of it.
Why don't you just fucking give up now, innit?
No! We refuse. You're all evil.
Evil? What are you banging on about, Bert?
You're all evil.
Evil?
You seek to unsettle the balance.
What are you banging on about?
The balance that the queen seeks to bring. And you all... you all... And you hear another from the side of the room, as it's interrupted by the basilisks.
I
Hey,
don't think Big Boss is on the board, by the way.
Big
Or on
boss.
the turn order.
oh yeah, he was, but I deleted him. Thank you. I'll have to roll that in a sec. Thanks. This is all right. So they move up straight towards you, Cash. You can hear this like kind of frantic shuffling as the six-legged creatures begin to kind of and as they're moving, the crunching gets louder and louder and louder, and they make almost like grunts and such. And then crunch, and as their feet start to shuffle across. These eyes begin beaming out, searching for any targets around. They don't seem to find any. As it comes to your turn, Kesh.
Fantastic. Out of the two guys in front of me that are holding torches, are they both holding torches at this point, or is only one of them?
I think I said one dropped his.
One dropped his? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Only one's got one, sorry.
So the one that's got one, like Kesh is gripping his gut right now and just gonna try and disarm I guess the guy with the only torch still available, and then dispose of both, like all light sources basically around him.
Okay.
So I guess that would be, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go ahead and stunning strike for it.
Language, please.
Yeah, excuse me? I think,
Grow it.
don't you have... No, you don't have a disarm thing. All right.
I think that's another path.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me your attack. You're just trying to disarm the torch out. Yeah.
Yes. Basically, just gonna just bap him in the forehead, stun him, and then wipe all torches out into the water. And then the plan is to disengage after that.
Okay.
So the one attack, 15.
15 hits.
Okay. And I guess with the damage would be 7, but do you want the stunning strike spiel as well, or?
No, I know. You're spending a key point to stun him, yeah?
Correct.
He's gonna make a con save if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Where are you, my friends, to make your con save? Come to Papa. Oh man, that sucks. What's the DC it beats?
13.
Like 13. All right, so you seem to crack out. You get him in the temple, and he falls backwards on the ground. Kind of torch rolls out of his hand into the water. Luckily so.
All right.
He's now knocked out for one
Perfect.
round.
And then with that, just scooping out whatever, if the other torch is on the floor, kicking it into the water, and then disengaging to back off. I think just a space
Okay.
or two.
Yeah, you just disengage backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so there's
wiping light sources
like, and then suddenly as most of the unnatural light in the cavern here just immediately goes out. It becomes a little harder for you to see out of the one eye, Megan, across the way. And I think it's like kind of a strange thing for you, right? Because you have your goggles on, Megan, that give you dark vision, and then you have your regular vision in your right eye because they're broken. So I think it's like a strange struggle between trying to see in both, but all light on the other side kind of fizzles out. That's Kesh's turn. You can see this happen, Taldro. Your dark vision immediately switches in as this last torch goes out, and Kesh, you can see Kesh just kind of doing a backflip backwards to disengage.
Gripping his gut, which is not looking good.
Okay. Tag team. I'll run past him and slap his hand. As I'm running past, I shall cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
So I'm running forward. Is that what you...
Is that bullshit that you get from your paladin and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh,
So you're
you're gonna
casting
take it from me. Okay, yeah.
As you
You're not a paladin anymore. You turned on your god.
So you're running forward and Hunter's marking. As you run forward and go to cast it, you cast the incantation, but you can no longer feel the divine power come from your whatever it was before. Maybe there's a moment as you look down or something expecting it to be there. It doesn't come this time.
No spell?
No spell.
Oh, you did take it from me. Okay.
Or did he?
Does it still use a spell slot?
No.
Have I used my bonus action?
Yes.
When you say it comes from your paladin bullshit, do you mean my vengeance paladin bullshit or general spellcasting from being a paladin?
Your vengeance paladin bullshit. And actually, sorry, general spellcasting from being a paladin. Yeah, sorry.
All right.
I think they're kind of one and the same.
Okay. Yeah, well, I get Hunter's Mark and Bane, I think, specifically from being a vengeance paladin.
Oh yeah, specifically for no, it's your general spellcasting ability, whatever you're pulling on from your divine font, whether it's just sheer force of will or still tapping into Kellenborg's domain, you feel that connection severed as you go to cast this Hunter's Mark.
That's literally just happened then. In the last 2 turns.
Right, because you gave yourselves away using your thunderous smite. You would cast it and it echoed throughout the cavern, and then as you turn and you deal with this one fight and then go to cast your Hunter's Mark, just that same thing familiar to you, just you feel the connection severed.
Interesting. Okay, I'll have to deal with it later. I'll fucking just hit the dude. I mean, smacking the dude directly in front of me. Is one of these hurt, Kesh? Which one was Kesh fighting with?
I think the one closest to the water should be disarmed and kind of. He's been kicked a few times.
There's one currently on the ground. He's struggling to get back up, and then the one that you're running towards south on the map, he's pretty hurt. He's favoring his left side, but still up.
Yeah, okay, I'll hit him first then. Water guy. 20
hits.
Flap, 16 slashing damage.
He dies. He's throwing him into the water.
I feel like I probably, it's partially being cut and partially just being baseball batted into the into that water, and then I'll swing at the other guy as well as I bring the sword around, maybe avoiding him swinging at me, and I'll swing my sword at the next one on a 24.
All right. You actually get advantage on that. He's prone.
Oh, what a bitch. Get up, bitch.
All right, I just wanted. All right, so 13. You kind of. I think you bring it down maybe on one of his arms, and it just clean cuts the left arm off. He started. Wakes up immediately from his stun.
And this guy's the big dude.
Yeah, you can see a kind of hulking figure. He's barely under like barely touching the top of the walkway here as it gets to its shortest point.
I'll look at the big dude, and I'm kind of trying to distract him in the hopes that a basilisk comes up and bites him in the ass. But I'm also just being an asshole. But I'll kill the one dude, stab the other one, and then point at the big dude and say, "My team's better than your team."
He begins clapping. Oh, big man, I am going to rip you limb from limb.
No, you are going to try.
You are a good challenge. Yes.
I like lift my sword up and say, "Look at the size of this sword. I took it from someone 3 times your size."
Look at the size of my arms. As he like holds up these large forearms and these large biceps, you can tell he flexes them for a moment.
I do the same thing back at him.
A little harder. Give me an intimidation check.
This is fucking Full Metal as fuck.
I'll give you this for free.
10 for the worst I've fucking ever rolled, I think. What is that on it? On an actual number I rolled there? A 7? I look like I can do the MySpace one like this. But actually, it looks like me, real muscles.
He goes to you do the and there's a moment where like maybe your armor like makes a loud noise as well. It kind of echoes throughout the hallway or the cavern here, and the basilisks behind him kind of do their and he like, whoa, you are fucking huge.
Yes.
Yes. This is amazing.
And I'm impatient.
Laughing again. Then come to me, orc boy. Let me rip you limb from limb.
I'll do the spinny sword thing.
Yeah.
Start moving.
You can see like a
towards him.
glimmer of fear in his eyes, I think, but he still seems hyped the fuck up.
Yeah.
On you killing his underlings. And you begin.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
Is grabbing a protein shake a bonus action?
Sorry, that's only for Johnny Flash. All right, you're in the wrong campaign, but okay.
Elbows
Wait for that,
up!
Johnny. All right, you gotta have your elbows up when you're playing D&D. You never know what's gonna happen, okay? No words Irish.
Oh, don't. It's going to make my heart snap in two.
Kale, it is your turn. As you hear this exchange happening between Taldro, roll me an insight check really quick. As you hear this kind of echoing throughout the cavern here from both sides. On the
17.
It seems like I think this is somebody dead set on and determined in what they say. I don't think you've met someone yet in Taldro's path that has been this determined to maybe overcome him. You can just hear this challenge being issued amidst the middle of this fight, and hear Taldro getting into like a match of pride maybe, or just another angry fight.
And it's that big guy all the way south, right?
Yeah, you can see his hulking figure behind or underneath the walkway.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, I'm staying safely out of range, but I am gonna skirt this pillar here.
Okay.
And I gotta try. I'm gonna shoot him with a crossbow.
With a crossbow? All right.
21.
21's a hit on the big boy?
I'm the big boy.
All right, just wanted to be sure. 3 damage. There's a little teeny arrow that sticks into him somewhere.
And then I jet right back.
You quickly give me a stealth check real quick.
Okay, that ought to go real well. It's a 15.
Okay.
Advantage.
Oh shit. 1 sec.
Wait, why does she have advantage on? Oh, disadvantage.
I do not, but wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you quickly. There's like a little tiny jingle of your armor, but you catch it as you whisk back around. You can hear the scream of quick pain, like oh, little bee stings. Echoes throughout the cavern as. Okay. The small mage next to you, this thuggish wizard boy, the young wizard that could. Again, he claps his hands together towards you, Megan, and one 1, 2, 3 missiles begin to kind of come out of this wand that is revealed in his hand as he's clapped it together. They and begin to fly towards you. I just have to remember how much these do. Da-da-da. All right. Megan, you take I think it's 18 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction to uncanny dodge that.
Yeah? I'm going to be 100% sure that it's a 1d6 or 1d4. It's not a 1d6. Let me try that again. You're still going to use your uncanny dodge as you take 14 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm still gonna half the damage.
All right, so 7 points as these missiles, they kind of just burst out really quickly. There's not too short of not too long of a distance between the two of you, right? So they kind of arc out, and then all three of them striking you in the chest at once.
I like lean back and I miss, like 1 or 2 miss me.
Yeah.
Trinity, help! I'm in Caldro.
And he
Doing the fucking Neo thing.
Yeah. The whole cavern like lights up as well as these 3 missiles kind of and he says, we'll stop you. A lot of you especially you, the one from Peak Cliff. As across the room, it is Big Boy's turn. He begins to stomp over to you,
Hit me and hit me.
How much damage did you do to Buddy there? I just gotta, okay. Sorry. Had to make sure. So before you can even start to walk towards him here, Taldro, he's got to.
I wasn't really trying to walk towards him. I was just trying to keep him distracted in the hopes that a basilisk would eat him, but yeah. As you are trying to distract him in the hopes that a basilisk would eat him, he runs forward. You see these 2 gargantuan arms kind of aiming towards you, but at the last second you see a flash of steel as there's 2 daggers in his hands, both, and it goes to you sly son of a bitch.
I really wish my cats didn't steal my dice. Like,
but they're so tasty, father.
we lost them. I'm guessing an 11 doesn't hit.
That is nicht.
And neither does a 14.
9.
All right. So there's a quick, maybe like noticing the flashes at the last second, you do that kind of block with your blade thing again. Yeah. As he just begins to press forward, kind of unrelentless in his attack. The thug next to him is actually the one in the water's dead. Megan, comes to your turn as these missiles kind of strike into you and then kind of fade away.
Okay.
In front of you.
I'm gonna swing over my short sword, but I'm gonna twist it and I'm gonna do non-lethal damage.
Okay. You're just gonna like try and bop him on the head.
Oh,
A 20 is a hit.
do it. 8.
8 damage. That's enough. There's a. Yeah. There's enough. You just crack on the side of his skull, and he out like a light.
I'm gonna use my cunning action, but a fast action, and I'm going to use my hempen rope to tie him up.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Can I give you a sleight of hand?
Nope.
17.
Kick that bitch in the water and drown him.
All right, so you quickly. There's I think you tie like maybe 2 or 3 good knots around his back, ensuring that he doesn't wriggle out of it. That takes your entire turn, though. Yeah.
Yep, that's everything.
All
Well, I guess I still have movement left.
Yeah. You can move. You can move him at half speed if you'd like.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Half speed is 15. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put him behind behind this pillar there.
Okay.
Out of the
All
way.
right. You're just gonna move him over here,
Yeah.
like that. All right. Just gonna drag him up. It's just a stalagmite kind of coming up a little too far into the room, and it's formed a pillar. You prop him up against it, facing away from the battle. You can see it off of the battle still happening kind of across the river here. In one eye. Out of that left eye, you see this man right next to Taldro. He jumps up, kind of missing his left arm. He still attacks Taldro. He comes in with a dagger in one of his hands. Oh my goodness, I wish I could roll 1d210. Bonk makes that. Does 13 hit?
It does not. What are these little pencils you are trying to kill me with?
I'm gonna give me my arm back.
I thought you were real warriors.
An 8 doesn't hit his eye either. Yeah, you can kind of just deflect him easily. He's a little bit thrown off and just kind of throwing these attacks with this dagger aimed towards him here, kind of favoring his missing left arm now. He kind of screams in frustration and says, "Damn it, Marcus! Where is the magic?" As he's screaming out, there's a from behind all of you. These basilisks begin to shamble. One of them begins to climb, slowly making its way up on top of the walkway. As another comes underneath the bridge here. You can hear the kind of squeaky sounds of its claws clawing at the rocks as it runs up towards all of you. And Cash, my good sir.
That's me. How you
My
doing,
good sir?
Doing good. You're looking good today, by the way, Jay.
Thank
You're
you
looking.
so much,
You
buddy.
know what? You're looking
Thank
fantastic.
you so much.
Ass kissing isn't gonna work, is it?
I just want to make sure. Okay. Cash, as you start your turn, you can avert your eyes from the basilisk's gaze. However, you cannot look near it again, or you will be forced to make a Constitution saving throw. What do you do as you see these yellow eyes kind of underneath the walkway here, standing before where the large guy was? These yellow eyes piercing out through the darkness. You quickly avoid you avert your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Averting my eyes, keeping my eye on Big Boy and well, I guess one-armed man now. I have darts and poison darts actually in my bag, and I wanted to roll to see which darts I'm grabbing, but without knowing it, I grabbed poison darts.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and throw 2 of them at one will go right for one-armed man, and the other one will go for Big Boy.
Okay. You're going for left and right, respectively. Yeah. Just a
Left.
double check?
Yep.
All
Left. Right.
so give me the attack rolls.
Sure. That's a 10.
10 does not hit.
And 24.
A 24 does hit.
All right. And then, you know what? Because I have my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and throw another one at the one I missed before.
Okay. At the big guy again. Yeah. Give me an attack roll.
22.
22 does hit.
God, I would hope so.
It does hit. So you. What's the damage on these? Give me them.
Sure. I'm not sure what the. So the first one would be a 7, so I'm guessing that's the one-armed man.
Yeah.
And then 5 to Chungus. I'm not sure what the poison effect would be, but that they were just poison darts, so I'm not 110%.
I believe in a better. I don't know. Hold on.
6. No. Okay.
I think it just poisons them, like gives them the poisoned condition.
Is that like disadvantage on? I'm guessing.
Poison tip charts. Yep. I don't know how to even. I'll make him do a con check. We'll just do that. And if not, they will take the poison condition. Heat passes, and they both pass. You can see the two darts. Maybe it hits the left guy in the stump, and he just rips it out immediately. Still does the damage, but I don't think there's enough time for the poison.
Right.
Normally,
thing I can find is from a trap.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look at too. Yeah. The poison condition gives them disadvantage rolls on attack rolls and ability checks. So that's what I would have just given them if they had completed that roll.
Right.
But they rolled a 15 on both of their con saves. So
oof.
Yeah. So you throw those 2 darts. Anything else?
Just kind of observing, but maybe taking another 2 steps back.
Oh, Jay.
Yes.
I'm getting on a fail, it's 2d10 poison damage on a failed save. Or
Okay.
half on a successful one.
Or half on a successful one. Is that from a poison dart?
It's poison. That's from the trap, but poison dart, not poison needle.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a trap specifically.
Yeah, but the trap does do other stuff as well.
Poisoned darts, 5e. Poison creatures and 5e SRD. Let me see. When a creature no, that's the poison dart mechanic. Yeah, normally what I would do is just give them the poisoned
effects rather than
yeah. And like
I'll try and look it up as you're going.
let me see. I'm trying to see. There's like ingested. Looking up a bunch of poisons. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It'd be up to. I think we can just write down what if you wanted to do extra damage in the future, or if you wanted to do the poison condition. Because there are different types of poisons that you can get.
Right. I don't remember when. What was it? Megan actually passed them over to Kesh and which traps they were from. So I don't know if they were supposed to be super potent, meant to just basically slap you in the mouth.
Oh, it's like a given thing. Oh yeah, this is the fucking Temple of Mistra. Okay, we'll say poisoned condition then.
Okay. Yeah, that seems really
disadvantage on everything is huge. So,
I mean, it depends who you're fighting, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's why everyone's always trying to poison Taldro in this game. Speaking of which, it's Taldro's turn.
Taldro's already toxic.
You've got Alex Louise Armstrong, the Bandit Captain, trying to go mano a mano with you.
He's got mono. Be careful.
I shall attempt to stab him to death with Agdam's sword.
Agdam's sword.
Blap 28.
Yes, okay, there's a
Blap 14.
A 14 is a miss.
One
so only
hit.
the 28.
For 14 slashing damage.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I think there's just a large from him as you maybe sever something in his left arm.
You see, big swords do much more damage than little tiny swords.
I'm going to pick you up and then just rip off your arms then, little man. We'll see if big sword can help against when I pick you up.
And to think we have been running away from the burning thorns and this is the best they can offer.
And see his eyes flare up as you say that.
I'm trying to kill him out.
Yeah. All right, mid laner. Kale, comes to your turn.
Man,
Taldro taunting him.
that is heating up down there. Right. I'm gonna pop out
It
and
just pops out again.
do what I do here.
Yep.
This is about what I can do. Yoink. 13.
13. Yeah, there's a moment while like you jump out and it just maybe hits the walkway and falls short. Kind of bounces around and skitters around. It's all right. No, all right. Is that all you're doing?
I will pop back behind the pillar.
All right. It comes to the Bandito Capitano's turn. My man. He says, "Come here." And Taldro, give me an athletics check if you can, please.
Ooh.
Atletico, 18.
He reaches out and grabs onto both of your wrists and pulls you in. Kind of got you like locked where you can't. He's got your arms kind of bent back a little bit where you can't pull. You can't get your way out. The only way would be to bend, and he's still got his advantage over you. And his face is directly in front of yours. This kind of like disgusting breath, and you can see his teeth blackened and his yellow eye. And he's, "I'm going to rip your little arms off, Orc, and then I'm going to take your little sister to her mother." As he just begins to squeeze. That is his turn.
What did he do to me?
You are grappled. Sorry.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
And he begins to wait. I gotta look up the conditions again real quick, just to be 100 DP. Is it grappled? No, yeah, you're not restrained. You are grappled. He has begun to lift you up off of the ground, and he then begins to walk with you.
That's a big boy.
Down this way. In front of him, you're kind of, he turns around and holds you. Give me a I'm trying to think real quick. Give me a ooh, of course I would accidentally leave the game. Quick dexterity check. Dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Save? Did you say? It doesn't matter.
Saving throw, yeah, saving throw.
Yeah.
All right, so as he grabs you, he begins to turn you around, and you close your eyes instinctively, immediately close your eyes as you hear the and chomping of rocks of the basilisk that he begins to walk towards. And you can hear him laughing in your ear as he just begins to turn around and faces you towards the basilisk. And as he sees, he doesn't feel anything happening. He can hear his hot breath in the left of your ear as he seems to be checking on your face. And he comes in again. "Open your eyes, little Orky. Open your eyes. Look at the little pets." Megan, you hear this from across the way. You can see Taldro's been picked up by somebody bigger than him. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna get out my short bow.
All right.
And I'm gonna shoot him right in the...
Whoa, dude, right in the dog?
I'm not a YouTuber. Yeah.
Jesus, man. Oh, this fucking crew. Give me your short bow shot. You
Wait,
fuck.
all the good YouTubers know what a joke is. It's fine. Oh.
And 10 just kind of lands into the water. Anything else?
Okay, I'm gonna run up to the water. Is this boiling water like from before?
Not sure.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be moving at the same speed as which you're as with the other river, sorry, but it does seem to be the same river. That makes sense. You can still feel some heat, but it's not like rushing by.
Bonus
doesn't make-
action to dip my elbow in it.
Yeah, you don't need to. You can if you stick your hand in for like even a couple brief seconds, you can tell immediately it would probably have adverse effects to you if you were to stay in there any longer, but it doesn't seem as equally as bad as the river at which you would come from. If that makes sense.
Okay, what's my jump? How far can I jump? Sure, I can jump. I've got like a jumpy thing.
It's like 7 feet. Well, you have 2-story work, but jumping is like, what is it, like 7 feet or 10 feet
running
plus
jump
your...
distance increased by 3 foot. Okay,
So it'd be
so
10 feet, yeah.
I'm gonna, or is it 10 feet for a run up? I'm gonna move back and then I'll do it next time because I've used everything and I'm taking.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you kind of get ready. You can still hear the kind of befuddled moans of the wizard that you knocked out behind you. You see like a large lump starting to form on his head, like a huge goose egg. Do me a favor, give me a Constitution saving throw as you begin to back up and as you're looking over.
7.
As you begin to back up, your eyes catch the yellow reptilian form for just a moment. And you can feel as you plant your feet down, the tips of your toes, they begin to crackle. And you can feel them begin to harden. It seems to be slowly creeping. There's just a moment that you've locked in with the eyes of the basilisk without even realizing it. Maybe you stare at it for a second or two before you have to catch yourself and shake yourself out of it. You can make another saving throw on your next turn, but for now, that's the end of your turn.
Okay.
The same with this doggy man. As he turns, as he sees the basilisk, and his face around his mouth begins to struggle forward over to you, Cash, and says, if I'm gonna turn to stone, then I'm gonna make you turn to stone, elf. And he begins to run over to you here, Cash. Gives a kind of last-ditch effort here at attacking you.
Can I tell if he can see in the dark or not, or is it just barely illuminated enough that
just
he can
barely illuminated?
Okay.
Yeah. You can see like the whole cavern here is slightly, like vaguely illuminated by the
soft glow. Yeah. Okay.
But you can tell, like, maybe he can just see like your hair or something, and he's got very, very hard time. Man, it's such a shame he's got disadvantage. Poor guy. Just rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
poor guy. There's a good moment there where he's about to hit, and then you just step backwards, and he falls over and is knocked prone again as he's just standing there, or is laying there on the ground. You can hear the cracking begin to take effect. It's like a visceral thing for you as well. You can hear it as if like stones are being ripped apart or chomped, chewed and stamped and smashed in pieces in half.
Seeing him in this condition, would I be able to have a reaction of just like sympathy knocking him out so he doesn't have to be awake for this?
You can, but that would use your reaction to avert your eyes.
I feel like I'm gonna be looking down at him anyway for it, so I think he would be more focused on what's in front of him anyway, so it's just more of a, I guess it's up to you.
Yeah, there's like you can just real quick, how would you do it? Like temples again? Or?
Just seeing him on the floor, missing an arm, turning to stone, just almost sympathy, just seeing him if he's still conscious, just lock eyes with him and just give him the crack in the head just to kind of knock him out.
Yeah, there's a crunching noise as he just immediately, his head follows your fist and is pushed into the ground and is knocked out. As the basilisk once again and begins to push forward. It comes up here. Kesh, give me a Constitution. Nope.
Not gonna happen.
Nope.
Yep.
You do not have to give me a Constitution saving throw. But
Actually,
This basilisk begins to come up to the man that you've just knocked out. Oh, goodbye, roll 20. Come up to the man that you've just knocked out and begins to eat him. You can see its mouth, it's like wide gaping mouth that stretches like to kind of the back of its face behind its eyes horizontally, filled with teeth, opens up, the large tongue, and then you can hear more crunching and grinding as rocks are stuck between its teeth, and it crunches and snaps them in half. It grabs onto the boot, and the tongue kind of around the boot. It doesn't seem really concerned with you just yet. But then you hear a shuffling from above on the walkway. The walkway to the re-walkening. Directly above, this basilisk kind of mounts, maybe crests over the this rampway here and looks down at its companion. Kesh, give me a Constitution saving throw, my friend.
Hooray! Constitution. That's an 8.
An 8. Well, my friend, you begin to turn to stone. You can feel the stone crawling up your legs, like taking form, almost rooting you. You have the restrained condition.
Yay!
You may still do something. That does not require you to move. Your speed is 0, and you cannot benefit from any bonus to it. And attack rolls against you have advantage, and your rolls have disadvantage.
Yay!
How would you like to spend your
Die.
turn, my friend?
Contemplate life. Maybe think about roses. Fuck me, I've got actually nothing but darts.
That's his autobiography, Kesh's autobiography. Fuck me, I've got nothing but darts.
No key points. No way I can move around. I got nothing but darts. Okay. Desperately just kind of, I guess, glancing up from wherever he heard the crunching, just goes ahead and chucks 3 darts and leaves it at that.
Okay. The top one or the bottom one that's currently eating this guy?
The one that's eating him probably is a bit distracted.
Yeah, it seems distracted. It's like licking his boot, kind of.
Okay.
Maybe waiting for it to turn to stone.
Yeah, I feel as if Kesh would be kind of focused on whatever is like currently targeted on him.
Yeah.
2 again. Okay, so 3 poison darts to the basilisk.
All right, up top, give me the attack arenas.
18, 24, and an 18 again.
18, 24, and an 18. That's weird. Sorry.
So yeah, disadvantage. Sorry, I'm the disadvantage guy.
No, sorry.
Oh, do I have disadvantage?
An
Okay.
18 hits. Give
Okay.
me another roll.
Sure.
An
21.
18 hits.
Okay,
Give me another roll.
Yeah, and this one will be 12.
Okay, a 12. I'll tell you if that hits. 12 does not hit. So
I
there's
didn't think so.
2 that you throw them in. It. Okay.
Roll damage
Well,
for both of
give me your
those.
damage. Yep.
5s, so 10 total, and then it's got to do its poison thingy.
Yep. And that is. Ooh. Yeah, you can see they don't seem to have any credible effect, but they do stick in, and it does kind of let out a strange. It almost sounds like a goat when it takes pain. But like a goat in pain, bleeding.
Mega.
Ow! Ow! That hurt! Yeah, that's what they sound like. Anything else you want to do, Kesh?
There is absolutely nothing I can do.
No? Okay. You can...
Unless I can cartwheel backwards, but that ain't gonna happen.
Taldro,
Hello there.
you are being pulled, held, and walked. You are grappled currently. What would you like to do?
I would like to break free from the man.
All right, give me... Are you still exhausted? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
I am.
haven't rested.
All right.
Give me your contested athletics check.
15.
15. 14. How do you escape? Like maybe like the wrist slip through for a moment or something?
Yeah, I think it's probably more of a wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All right, so you break free of his grasp rather. You kind of slide through. Your feet land on the firm ground. What are you doing?
That's it.
Don't you have any? Hold on. Don't you have any bullshit to do?
I'm a paladin. All my bullshit is
Spells and
I was just curious if I thought it was a lack
I can
of
hit
being
and
able
I
to
can do
anything.
spells. That's it.
No,
Yeah.
no, Brad, actually, you're wrong. You were a paladin.
Oh no. Kale.
Yeah.
Taldro is being carried away. I think you can hear him like grunting, and then you see down the way here. You see him escape, but you can see Kesh kind of frozen in fear, looking up at this lizard creature in the cavern. What are you doing?
I am not freaking out. So this one is eating the guy in front of Kesh. The
Yeah.
other one is still on the second level walkway.
Yeah, kind of looking over. His claws are, when your cat's like over the chair, the armchair sides. Yeah.
Right. And then this guy is trying to make off with Taldro?
Yeah. But Taldro's kind of jumped down. They're underneath the walkway right now. What do you want to do?
Really the only thing that I can do, which is pop out. How far can I get? To there. Now, will I be able to, since they're underneath that other walkway, do I have a shot to there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see kind of clean through.
All right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna crossbow Mr. Big Pants.
The crossbow attack.
Here it comes. 10.
And no, it just kind of sails through it. It barely crosses the distance from you to the basilisk and kind of skitters underneath.
Right. Well.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah, go back into hiding. I was told to hide.
The Bandit Captain. He starts his turn with you kind of there in front of him, Taldro. And he looks down at you again and says, You are very, very, what is the word? Strong, determined. Yeah, you are determined. Begins clapping again and says, Now come here. And goes to grab for you again. Give me a contested athletics check.
12.
Grabs you by the arm again and kind of swings you around, facing the basilisks again, and goes, You are going to play with the little doggies, and then I'm going to run away from them. And then we're going to take Kale. And kind of dangling you there. He doesn't move. He just kind of, again, swings you in front of him, facing them. Megan, you are currently restrained. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, here we go. Big saving throw.
You got this, dog. I believe in you.
This?
I got you. As you look down at your foot, you maybe, I don't know, shocked, horrified. There's a kind of tenseness. You feel like something's like hot going through your veins, kind of reaching up to your chest, and then you can feel something. It slowly doesn't burn any longer, and you get that kind of feeling back in your body. You are no longer restrained, and you are no longer becoming petrified by the basilisk's gaze.
Okay. To move all
What
this,
would you like to do?
I'm probably gonna need to use my bonus dash stuff. I'm a sprint right to the edge, and I'm a jump. I'm gonna try and land on this guy so the jump's shorter.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check, or athletics if you want.
I will give you acrobatics check. Come on! Oh my god!
And you leap. Your feet kind of they make it, but the body isn't like as stiff or refuses to float as much as you thought. So your foot goes sinking into the water, but you can barely pull yourself up onto the other side. You've got like you can feel this pain and the heat for even the brief like second or two that your leg is still stuck there in the water. You can pull yourself up, emerging, barely making it. Making it.
Oh, I made it. Oh my god, I barely made it.
You stand next to Taldro. As the big guy.
The Taldro being carried, right?
Who is this little man from Peak Cliff? I remember you. You stay right there. I'm going
Malcolm.
to rip your limbs off. Malcolm! Your name is Malcolm! What a stupid name!
And while he's holding Taldro, I'm just gonna stick him right in the ribs.
All right, give me the attack roll.
Can I get advantage?
Sneak attack. No.
Okay.
No.
Come on, big numbers. 23.
That's a hit. Give me the attack and your sneak attack damage. 24. So he's maybe like swiping out with his left hand to get you, and your sword just through his left hand, kind of completely, and he. Wow! I cannot clap anymore. Oh.
I cannot clap anymore.
As that is the end of your turn, I think. Oh man, this thug, dun, 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 on the ground. His eyes kind of snap awake. The one that's lying underneath you, Kesh. This large welt kind of still happening on his or beginning to form on his eye. Man with no left arm. You can see or rather hear the crunch start to go away in his mouth, and his eyes bolt open, and he begins to scuffle away from the basilisk. He goes, "No, you're not going to eat me again! Not today! First my arm, now my leg, no!" And he begins to like pull himself away. You can have an opportunity of attack on him if you'd like. He's shuffling away. It would be with advantage if you would like to terribly murder a man while he's being eaten by a basilisk. That's totally.
Doesn't it have disadvantage so it cancels out?
Have you beaten the? No, you haven't beaten the save yet. No. So yeah, it would cancel out. It would cancel out.
If I see him.
Why am I disadvantage guy today? I should shut up.
Yeah,
Thanks, Dick.
sorry, man.
Thanks.
You can see the basilisk, like as he's pulling it out, it snaps and it only gets his boot, and he just begins to shuffle his somewhat petrified foot away as it begins to return to normal, and he begins to head north on the map here, almost getting alongside the river and pulling himself backwards.
If he's struggle busting and moving and causing noise, that's on him. Kesh is got his gut fucking split open and is turning to stone. He's not on the menu.
Or is he?
Dun dun dun.
This basilisk, no, not this walkway. This basilisk, It kind of, as it turns its head down towards the river, begins to kind of lazily, like, falls off the steps here and lands in front of Taldro and this large man and Megan. Kind of like a slug, just it falls onto the ground. All 6 legs are they kind of hold it up. It seems a little wounded, not from the fall, but from maybe Kesh's darts sticking out of like the 2 of its fucking eyebrows. And that is it's turned, yeah. This one here is going to come up to you, Kesh.
Right.
Actually, sorry. I was rolling for them and I forgot to roll for this one. So, yes, he begins to come up to you, Cash. Sorry, buddy. Why did that not type? You guys ever play a video game?
No, never heard of him.
Oof.
Isn't that a nerd thing?
There's yeah, that's just for nerds, man. Dungeons and Dragons is the cooler thing. The strong jaws of this basilisk kind of snap up, barely close to your face, as it kind of falls back down, missing just barely. Kesh, give me a Constitution saving throw as it becomes your turn,
right.
my friend.
It is my turn, my friend. Let us find out if I'm going to die today. That is an 8.
Ooh. You can feel the stone start to take over. You can feel the rocks crackling, the petrification begin. Feel it begin to overtake your character, and you are petrified. Kind of hear a resounding crack throughout the room, almost as if it like happens instantly. Begins a slow crawl, and then it as you're just frozen doing whatever you were doing. You are petrified. Sorry, my friend.
It's not sorry.
Taldro.
You should be. You're basically dead.
It is your turn, Taldro. What are you doing?
I would like to give Megan the help action.
With?
My action. I'm probably just kind of like batting at the big dude's face. Hitting him in the face.
Okay, so you want to like distract him?
Yeah.
That's how you're helping? Okay. All right.
The help action is to lend your aid to a creature's ability check or attack to give them advantage.
Yeah, I just wanted to know how you were doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you begin to distract him. He kind of, fuck off.
I'm just like, I'm hitting him like, Megan.
No. He's
Megan.
dangling you around in his
Stab
hands.
him in the neck or the heart or something. I'm so tired.
Me, little man.
I'm so tired, Megan. Just kill this man. I'll give you a shiny thing if I have one. I treat Megan like I used to treat Keck because I think that they have the same thing going on, like her dog.
Yeah. Kale, you hear this kind of snap of rock, this instant petrification of Kesh. Maybe peeking around the corner, you see his form freeze completely. What are you doing?
Can I take a shot from over here, given the structure of walkways and things? This is another pillar, I presume?
Yep.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna take a shot at the bad man. Here we go. 21.
21's a hit. Which one are you throwing it at? The big guy?
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah, so he's got Taldro, and while he's fussing there with Taldro, this or with you, Taldro, this crossbow bolt comes out of nowhere. And as you look across, you can see Kale standing there on the other side of the pillar. It just sails in, stabs him in the neck, and you can see now, like, even though he pulls it out, large kind of rivulets of blood start to pulse out of his neck. Anything else you want to do, Kale?
just gonna stay behind this here pillar.
All right. Big boy is going to toss you. Alejandro. He kind of throws you in front. He throws you out 10 feet away.
Yeet.
Next to this basilisk. As he
Big
does,
yeet.
fine. You can have him. Eat him. There's another rivulet of blood comes out. I am going to rip the arms off of your stony corpse, orc man.
I hit the ground and roll over a few times and say, I told you my team was better than your team. I win.
All right. He begins to, and then that part of his turn, and he begins to turn. Megan. Did you use your reaction already?
Not on this turn, no.
All right, you get an attack of opportunity.
Fuck him up.
With the advantage here, I guess, because it's still counting as a distraction.
Okay, with advantage.
25 hits, 5 damage. How are you doing it with your
You get sneak attack.
dagger?
How much did he move?
He's just short sword. 30 feet.
Oh, 30.
30
You don't
feet.
get sneak attack with a short sword? What a bitch.
No.
I only get.
You were no longer.
You're nearby.
Yeah.
No,
you
you
were
get
no
it on
longer
any
near.
advantage roll.
Oh,
Oh yeah. But
11.
But do you get it for a short sword? Why,
yeah. It doesn't matter about the weapon.
are you sure? I thought it had to be a finesse or
Oh,
a...
it does say if where you have advantage or another enemy is within 5 feet.
Yeah. All right. How do you want to kill him?
I think as he turns and goes to run away, I just his back's all exposed, and I just go around the side, straight through the kidney.
Yeah. He's just. I am going to. And just falls face first. Boom. Maybe crashes into the pillar and then slides off of it. Dead. I'm not even shitting you. He had 16 health left. So your sneak attack.
No way.
Yeah. He just slumps against it. Megan. It's in the silence here for a moment. It seems okay, and then you hear the whimpering of the man to the north, and you hear the of the basilisks. As it comes to your turn, what would you like to do?
Okay, I turn. I see Taldro has just been served up for dinner.
Yeah, there's it kind of basilisk is it's got his paw on him. It's not exactly eating him. They seem sincerely curious at first, and so it's tongue is licking up for a minute, maybe gathering his smell for a brief second.
So I see that crash soon to my face. Taldro!
What?
Oh, you're right there. Sorry, man.
Am I prone? Or did I land on my feet?
No, you're not prone. We'll just say
Rolled in superhero land.
Yeah.
Crouch. I'm gonna do something really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rush up to the basilisk.
Okay. And
And I'm gonna hit with my sword.
give me the attack roll.
Doing work today. 23.
That's a hit. Give me the damage. 7 plus.
Would you like some
4.
sneak attack? 9.
Sneak attack. Ooh, 15 points of damage. Yeah, there's a. I think it immediately changes its demeanor as well, from this lazy kind of not really, more curious and not really caring, to immediately all the spikes kind of they all lock in place at the top as you slice into it. You'll be cutting off one of the like a large swath of spikes on its top as they come up. Deal 15. Is that 16? I never passed math. I've never done it in my life.
I'm not a math guy.
That's I mean, who can be, really? Who can be?
That is 9 plus some. Plus some damage.
It seems immediately weakened by the blow. Like it seems like you've dealt like significant damage by damaging these top spines. They seem to be hard enough, but they kind of bleed this strange like black reddish liquid from them continuously, like a heavy wound as you've cut into the top of it. Anything else you want to do here?
Offhand dagger attack.
Give me the attack.
26.
Yeah, that one doesn't hit.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Give me your basic bitch damage, right? 8.
Well, I guess still get sneak attack. On an attack. Yeah, it just says on an attack.
If I let you do that on your bonus, no, because the whole it's like the bonus, like you're not really doing any damage. Right?
Oh no, wait, you're right. Use
Yeah.
once per turn.
Yeah. All right.
No, that's fair.
Go ahead. And
That's fair because that's the rules, Peachy Door.
is that done with that? Okay, so that's 4 damage. Brings it down. What the fuck? It begins to look a little weaker as well. Maybe like attack and snap off another one of the top pieces. This man in the very top, you kind of hear the twang of a crossbow as he's loading it with one hand. And he's pulling it. He's not today, and shoots across. Unfortunately, at disadvantage. Poor boy. Wait. It sails through Kesh's legs and just kind of like wedges itself in underneath the basilisk, but doesn't seem to hit. And he just save me, save me. Begins to back up to where Kale used to be. Taldro, this basilisk is going to take a chomp, my friend.
Hello there, basilisk.
Hello there, Taldro. Num num num. Does that? Nope. And I thought it was like 19. Nope. That misses. Doesn't get multi-attack. Dun, dun, dun. As this basilisk. How many are you? 1, 2. Begins to turn around and stare at you as well, Taldro. Comes a step closer and reaches out to attack. Another bite. Dodge, you still love me? I hope so, buddy. It's a hit. Dun, dun, dun. Deals 10 damage as these teeth kind of chomp into the back of your right leg, Taldro.
Oh, son of a... Ouch.
It is your turn, Taldro, as these 2 basilisks kind of are flanking you. Megan seems to have one slightly injured, but the 2 of them are kind of tongues licking across, biting in, trying to catch your gaze.
Big sword. To the one on my right first.
Give me a Constitution saving throw. Unless you'd like to avert your gaze, which would mean disadvantage on your attacks because you can't see them.
I kind of want to, but I don't think Taldro would, so con save.
Okay.
Do I get disadvantage on saves as a exhaustion? 1?
Nope, it's only ability checks. I'm pretty sure. No, wait.
What is exhaustion?
Disadvantage on ability checks. Yeah, it's just ability checks. I don't see those counting as saves or those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's level 3 exhaustion for the other one. Okay, yeah, so 21.
Oh yeah, I see the saving throws. 21. Yeah, so as you meet its gaze, maybe even for a brief moment, just and sheer rage or whatever it is fueling you and pushing you forward currently, it doesn't have an effect. You don't feel the stone tickling. You don't feel the ice kind of penetrating in your veins and ironically burning. Seems like it just washes over. A feeling unknown to you.
Fuck off. 18 on my hit.
18's a hit.
This isn't probably not the best way to do this, but I would like to deal 17 slashing damage to that one.
The one on the right, or the one
on
north
my
of
right,
you?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this one you bring it down. The head immediately kind of skull gets crushed in front of you, Megan, as like maybe an eyeball flies out. Some of that strange goo again begins to pour out of the mouth. The tongue lops on the ground as it's killed immediately, like in one hit from Taldro.
I am so tired. I hit the other one, but I'll give you a con save on an 18. And then hit the other one as well on a 26. For 10 slashing damage to the other one.
Yeah, kind of you bring it across, cuts another top portion of its legs off, and you bring a chunk of it off. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah. Some heavy breathing.
Hail. You can hear. Hold on, let me redo that here. You can hear the heavy breaths, the ragged breaths of Taldro. Maybe Megan panicking, and this random fucking guy in the cavern here screaming about losing his arm. What do you want to do?
Guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the one
This one is dead, just so you know.
that is north of Taldro
Okay.
with my crossbow.
Okay.
For this.
Kayla's playing Time Crisis.
Rolled a 4.
A natural one. A natural one. Ooh. The as you pull the crossbow back, the string snaps and breaks on you, but it snaps you and it slaps back and hits you in the face, dealing 1 point of damage. But this crossbow is now broken.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd have to restring it at in like 10 minutes or something.
Okay. Back behind the pillar.
That's it. All right. And delete our big boy there. Megan the Baylor. You see Taldro just fucking crush the basilisk that you were working hard on, and then he turns to attack the other one.
I'm just superfluous to all this, and I'm gonna step over, and I would like to avert my gaze.
Okay.
So is that disadvantage?
That's disadvantage, yeah.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? To be thematic, I'm gonna pull the goggles off my eyes so I cannot see.
Ooh. Right.
Ooh.
Ooh. Getting spicy. So you're just kind of blindly attacking here with the daggers as you jump over the other corpse.
14.
A 14 is a miss. You can you stab in and you can feel it, but you can't wedge it into the flesh with the spikes raised on this. It's hard to wedge it in. Anything else? Any other bullshit?
Bonus dagger action.
Go ahead. Give me a disadvantage.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, another miss. It's like you're trying to pick at a rock. Feels rock solid. Another flies off from the back of the room. Oh yeah, that's.
Can I get a free action?
Nope. Too late now. Sorry. Another arrow flies and kind of ricochets off, and then you hear the splash of water as you hear an arrow ricochet, and you're fuck this, I'm going to swim out of here. And a splash as the man rolls himself over. He's still working 2 arms and or working 2 legs and 1 arm. Kind of begins a half attempt stroke down the river and begins to you see him disappear for a brief moment underneath the current. As this one is dead. Taldro. How you been? You been good? Chilling? Yeah?
I am ready for anything that you throw at me, bitch.
The jaws kind of snap out again. Maybe it's like a dog jumping up at you. You can back it off with your knee for a moment. You catch it in the side of the
what am I, a YouTuber?
mouth. Oh my god. How many times can we make the joke? Not enough. It misses. Sorry, Cash. Taldro, give me a Constitution saving throw. Unless you choose to avert your eyes.
Never. 13. I have no idea what the DC is, but yeah.
Yet again, you pass as you briefly catch the eyes and you close it quick enough before you can feel anything. It's like a vice grip feeling does come to you as soon as you meet the gaze, and then as you close it, it disappears. What do you want to do?
I think.
Sorry.
I was tempted to do something, but actually I just realized that I'm exhausted, so I'm going to try and hit it. I hit it once.
All right.
On a 15.
That's a hit.
Yeah, boy. 13 slashing.
13. All right.
I hit it again.
You hit it again. Give me some
on a
damage.
16, 11 slashing damage.
Wow, yeah, another. And let's set these like weird, like again, like bleats and groans and growls as you hit it, almost like stepping on a frog or something. And it's like rocky, kind of like carapace covered skin expands each time you hit it. But it seems to its tongue still across its lips, staring up at you, trying to bite at you. Kale, do you want to do anything?
Looks like Sacred Flame is a cantrip. How about I'd sacred some flames?
Do it.
Sacred Flame.
At
We'll have
that
to make a dex check.
basilisk.
It fails actually, yeah. So it kind of lets out a as this pillar of light comes seemingly from nowhere, slamming down upon it and pushing it. See, like one of its legs give out, kind of like a walker in Destiny 2. Anything else you want to do?
Pop back behind that pillar.
All right, Megan, comes to your turn. You can feel kind of the weight of this fight changing in the tide of it turning over here, as your full team starts to focus on this basilisk. What are you doing?
Ooh, Thing is, if I don't avert my gaze and I fail, I can't even try and attack it. So I'm gonna avert my eyes and I'm gonna attack it.
With disadvantage? Okay.
Come on. Big numbers, no whammies. That's 14.
Oh, just barely. No, you stab into it, and it just kind of bounces your sword off in the dark here.
Off and dagger attack.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, that was just one. Let me roll another one.
Fortunately, no. It's like attacking a wall, Megan. It's like attacking a wall. This guy, you can hear the flail, as he disappears underneath the water, and kind of hear it from a little south in the cave. This basilisky boy is gonna attack out at you again, Taldro. Jesus Christ, I roll like shit. Snaps out. Nothing. Kind of comes in. It comes to your turn. What do you want to do?
I will kill it.
I'm going to assume that your next attack hits.
Oh, wait. I need to roll a con save, probably. Do I?
Oh, yeah. Actually, give me a con save. Sorry.
17.
Again.
Bitch. That's a bitch. 9 slashing damage.
Want to kill it. I do the math in my head there.
I just bring the sword up, stab it into it, and then fall onto it and roll off the other side of it, and the sword is still sticking out of it, and I roll like kind of some near the water and just on my back like
Yeah, there's like an air that kind of settles. Your scream just rings out in the cave. And then it falls strangely silent again. Kind of the water rushing by. You can hear kind of strange moans / like somebody had been knocked out or something from across the room, from across the river, but everything goes silent as Taldro collapses to the ground.
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
I'm so tired.
Dead? They're gone? Is everyone all right? Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
Let's keep moving.
Wait,
Kish.
I got something that might be able to help us. And I leap over the river.
So here you can probably find a place somewhere in here. It's somewhere within the cavern where there's like an easier place to go over. I won't make you roll any crazy checks. Against one of these pillars somewhere in the background, there's kind of a slightly squirming figure that you've tied up. It looks like a young man. He's got kind of bluish eyes and some burning thorns insignia all over him. He seems to he's knocked out, but slowly, almost like testing the ropes.
All right, I'm gonna. We can probably ask him some questions. Where's Kesh?
Well, I think that's.
Behind that pillar.
As you
I
look
point
and
at
turn-
Kesh, by the way.
Yeah, where Kesh was.
That Kesh-shaped pillar.
I wasn't
Caldro.
looking properly.
Points at the
Dark
pillar,
as well.
and I think it takes a moment for you all to realize that that pillar is Kesh.
I'm laying on my back still. I like
Visage.
point over my back at him.
Yeah, you can see his visage kind of frozen.
No, that pillar is Kesh.
This is no time for your stupid games. I like to
No. You
Sit
know
up.
them things? The things with the legs and the teeth? It did it to me. I felt like I was hardening.
Yes, you just have to shrug it off.
Yeah, it's not very easy though, but...
You did it. I did it. I'm sure Kesh can do it. Kesh!
Only like the second time?
They're all dead, Kesh. You can come out. I like stand up, turn around.
I'm carrying this dude, so I'm moving slow.
Okay, where are you taking him?
Perhaps we should take him out of here and go and find somewhere to camp and figure out how to make him not a pillar no more.
Do I know how to make him not a petrified thing? I'm gonna walk over to him and like touch his face.
He falls
Yes.
over and smashes.
No, he doesn't fall over. It's just a dum 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 dum. Solid as a rock. You can tell it's a rock as well.
I know
Seems-
what petrification is or whatever, right? But
Yeah, give me we'll say a nature check with disadvantage.
I have disadvantage anyway.
I feel like Kale, what do you think you're doing while Taldro's tapping him?
I'm probably have gone over to Kesh and
Yeah,
this is beyond my skill to heal.
no idea. Taldro, no clue.
Do you reckon one of these potions will help?
You should try one, yes.
No, on Kesh.
Yes, on Kesh.
Well, not all of them. Which one though? I've got 3.
Wait. Oh. All of them?
Oh, actually, I think I've got more. I don't think so. All of them? All right, I get the pink fleshy one, the flesh-colored one.
Are these the potions that you got from the fucking tower?
Yeah.
I cannot remember.
Lovely. Give me a sec.
This
Where
one's pink and fleshy. Kesh was pink and fleshy before. That makes perfect sense.
Pink
All
and
right.
Keshi.
Pink and cashy.
I turned him into Kesha.
Now
Wow.
turn him back. The meme. Go back.
How can you exude so much moisture?
Okay. So you have, I can't remember what they are exactly, so I'm going through to find them, but what colors are they? What are they? You have pink and fleshy.
Blue, white. The white one is a winter white with a yellow globule inside, and the blue one has a pink heart inside.
There's a pink heart inside. Okay. Do me a flavor. Roll me a. Well, which one do you give him first? Which one? What are you doing?
The pink flashy one, because that makes most sense to Megan.
How do you give the pink fleshy?
I guess a facial.
Yeah, so Megan just kind of comes up out of nowhere and
mouth, I don't know.
Just throws this large. You have to kind of uncork a glass stopper off of it, and it just kind of sticks to his face, and then slowly slides down. This pink, viscous liquid begins to run down its fleshy form. You can tell the stone gets a little lighter, like it as if a little paint had been like running down it, but it doesn't seem to affect Cash in the slightest.
I think I just painted him.
Try another one.
Right. What's this one? Let's go with the blue with the pink heart inside, because that makes more sense than the other one.
Wait, wasn't it blue with a yellow thing inside, or
force blue with a pink heart inside, or a winter white with a yellow globule inside?
Oh, okay. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, didn't you just do the pink one?
I did the pink flashy one.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Roll me a D100.
Okay. Hopefully, one of these numbers is anti-petrification. 31.
31.
It's just a science experiment at this point, so.
How again? You're just throwing it back on his face?
I mean, he's frozen, right? I can't feed it to him.
It just seems to drip down all the small rivulets in his armor. You can see it like maybe forming a small little pool on a piece of his armor in his chest, and then it glows the bright blue color, and then stops.
Oh, I thought something was going to happen then.
Petrification, but this bright light comes out of his chest for a moment and then closes.
Is his mouth open?
Yes, but it is covered in stone. Like the inside is kind of, there's no.
Can I, the bit that's pulled up in his armor and stuff, because he's like a statue, can I try and just stab it into his mouth? Just rub my finger around his mouth trying to get it in.
As you, this is the third one, you're saying?
No, this is
the second one. Yeah,
the leftover bits.
Yeah, it like glows brightly, almost like the mushrooms, but nothing. Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Right, I only got the one left.
Try it.
Roll me a D100.
I'm gonna sniff it after I've rolled this 1d100.
Okay.
99. A potion of wish.
As you dabble this liquid here, again, it doesn't seem to have any effect. No effect. It just trips onto the tongue and maybe settles within the mouth somewhere, but unfortunately, no effect.
I wish you weren't petrified.
What are the rest of you doing while he's?
Did Kale know what to do?
So I walked up and said, "This is beyond my skill to heal. We'll need to carry him out." And then Malcolm proceeded, he's Malcolm when he does bad shit, to pour every potion under the sun into his face. So now that that's over with, I'll say, we need to rest, but we can't here.
No. Do you know how to turn him back?
Well, I know of a a spell to turn him back, although it is beyond my skill to perform.
Then we will return for him.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna start. Is there any other? You said there's other people, right?
Other petrified people?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one over on like the western side of the river that Megan had noticed.
Oh, there's not like loads around like a Medusa's lair.
No.
Is there rocks or anything?
Yeah.
Big rocks.
For what purpose? Like, just help me.
I want to try and entomb him to keep his petrified state safe from being knocked over or something or broken. Like he doesn't. If we ever come back and are able to save him, he doesn't come back missing his hands or something.
Yeah, give me a quick perception check.
Let's
see how many you find.
Go well.
As you're looking through, it's with disadvantage.
I'm like wandering around like.
Yeah.
The absolute last thing I want to do is pick up rocks, but here we are.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to pick them up or not. There are a couple of like large stalagmites at the far end of this cavern here as you journey a little bit further in. It seems safe, although I think like still eerie. Like there might still be something in the cavern, or you're not quite sure. Right, that's the running kind of feeling. But you find a couple of stones after a while. We'll say like 5 that if you were to bring together near Kesh, you could create some kind of encasing. It wouldn't be perfect, but it would stop anyone from immediately noticing him if they were to come in.
I think I'll
Don't
do
leave
that.
him yet, Haldro.
What?
Just grab him.
What do you mean grab him? He is made of stone.
Yeah.
That's what has happened
only-
here.
He's only about 10 times heavier.
I don't think I can carry him. I don't know how far we have to go.
You're like the strongest person I've ever met in my life.
I am.
Well, how heavy is he?
I'm
Perhaps
like labored breathing, by the way, like leaning against the wall, like. No, the water. It weakened me. On top of that, I think I am being drained or cut off from the gods. I do not have my spells. I do not think I can carry him, but I do think that we are close enough to the temple that we can retrace our steps later. Come back with somebody who can unpetrify him.
Alright, listen here, you nugget. Alright? Can't always do everything you want to do if you want to save her. Does Taldro know where a nugget is?
No, but you say all sorts of things that Taldro doesn't understand. I say, my priority is not to unpetrify Kesh.
Kesh can keep her safe, you idiot!
No. Not if, I am having to drag this giant stone thing around. I am going to be even more exhausted than I am.
That's fine, we can go and sleep somewhere. We can't leave him here.
Megan, test it. How heavy is he?
I put down the guy that I'm currently carrying.
As you walk up, you can see before you even try to pick him up that his feet are kind of sealed in to the floor. As if anything that he was wearing is kind of sealed to the floor here.
No, don't, Jay. I haven't got my goggles on.
I can see that though, right?
Yeah, you can see it, Taldro. I was trying to tell you guys.
You're going to break his legs. Look. I grab the back of Megan's head and twist it down. Look.
This is even more difficult.
There's like, as you're pulling, almost like you've unsettled something, Megan.
Oh my god.
I think I got him.
Can I like chop his arms? like downward chop his arms to release the grip?
Not with a sword.
Right here.
No, with my
your
arm,
forearm
like-
groove. Yeah, and your arms immediately let go.
I like pull him back like a cat and point at the cracked part on the ground. You just broke his fucking toes.
All right, so is it like part? I put my goggles on. Is it like part of him, or is it where he was connected to the
You
floor?
can see like where his big toe is, like left big toe is, like part of the nail has cracked off.
I know I'm exhausted,
It's
but I
still
still
part of
think
the
I can
ground.
hold Megan like a cat by the scruff of his neck, and I'm just like, pointing at it.
Yeah.
All right, so we leave him.
That's a terrible. Like, we can't leave him.
I
we have to.
lift him up as high as I can and say, there is Clerics, strong clerics, far more powerful than Kale at this temple that we are going to. It is a day away, maybe 2. I put him down.
Not that far. Closer, and we'll break him.
We can come back with Ellerir.
But it's Kesh.
Yes, he is lost to us for now, but there is no point in us bringing him broken and stone-like. We can come back for him. Nothing will happen to him here. What are they going to do?
Maybe he'll soften up under the sun.
I don't think
I look at Kale will it happen?
I say, no, I don't think it works like that.
We don't have time.
Let's go.
I put a hand on Kesh's stone shoulder and kind of give him a look into his weird, whatever his face is pulling, the fear face. And then I shake my head and I start heading, continuing the way that we were going before we were attacked.
Now, Kale thought that we were closer than a day or 2. Where are we?
From where you can tell in the caverns, you're not quite sure. Remember, you guys are in this underground kind of Cavern of Starlight. You've been continuously headed west as far as you know. You've made it about, I think, 3/4 of a day's travel in. If you were to guess, for the passage of time. And at the end of this long cavernous walk here, you eventually can find an exit if you were to walk it, seeming to head in the west direction. But you're not quite sure where in the mountains this is. You're not quite sure how far in you might be.
We'll have to see when we emerge. Right, let's go.
I mean, I'm already going.
Yeah, give me a medicine check, Kale, real quick. Sorry.
I'm dragging my sword as well.
Yeah.
Trying to lift it onto my back.
22. I think maybe there's a moment on your way out that you remember. Just a lesser restoration wouldn't be enough. Studies from your spells maybe pop into the top of your head for a moment, and you remember that there's a spell that you can't quite cast yet that would fix him. Greater restoration.
Yep.
It kind of solidifies. Maybe you see the runes or the incantations.
The spell, Taldro. I can do lesser restoration, but he needs greater restoration. Certainly, a cleric from the temple can perform this. And this will be an easy place to find.
I remember them speaking of it.
Certain.
We will have to ask them when we get there.
Right. We can send someone for him right away.
Begin your journey. Yeah? You begin to travel?
Yep.
As they walk off, I'm really hesitant. I'm looking at Cash there. I think an old god's eyeball will eat me if I don't follow him. If you think I should go with him, just say nothing. All right. Sorry, Matt. And I'll follow.
All right. So you all, you'll begin your journey again. Continuing through the wandering caverns here. Immediately a tunnel narrows and kind of leads you on a somewhat direct journey through these caverns. Kesh is left behind, petrified in stone amidst all the dead bodies of these burning thorns, these 2 basilisks. And you all begin to make your way. It takes about, I think, a half a day for all of you to exit the mountains. Eventually, you come across a kind of crystalline cavern. Beautiful lights dance across. I think, Kale, you would recognize these as the crystal caves.
Okay.
Let me just so you guys can have there's a handout for you real quick. So you'd end up exiting the mountain through this cave. These crystals, they form full of power and full of wonder. Inside them, as you walk by, you can see like small little flecks and things kind of whizzing about to and fro, and then dazzling prisms of light as you're walking through, and the sunlight catches these crystals in the cave, and they kind of cast these displays throughout. Eventually, you exit and come out on the west side that you can assume of the mountains. In the distance, you can see the unmistakable location that you all know as the Temple of Eldath. You can see it far off in the distance to your north, as you see the peaks, some of them a little more ruined than this picture here, but waterfalls leading down to all of them. This small hole, a random bird flying by making that noise. The small hole indicating the entrance to Eldath's temple, and you can see it off in the distance. Give me survival checks.
7.
Natural 1.
Oof. Megan.
17.
Whew.
7.
By the way, Tuesday, that is a perfect time for a guidance.
Oh. Okay. And you can use it
On ability checks. Get
like.
a D4.
Oh, so when the DM makes me roll stealth.
Yeah. Yeah. There's you come out of this cavern here. There's a light rain that hits the forest here on through the sun. It's kind of morning here, and you can tell, Megan, that you're within the Western Fade. Somewhere that you may not have been. This might be a little more west than you've been in a while. As you look at this temple far off in the distance, you can feel as if you're about half a day's hard travel there. Kale and Taldro, while you're looking over this here, you can just maybe taken back, in awe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. You see the temple that you had grown up in, that you've spent quite some time in. It seems in some disrepair since the last time that you've left it. And as you stand there staring, Taldro, maybe it catches your gaze a little longer than normal. Your vision goes blank for a moment.
Home sweet home.
And then in front of you, you're suddenly standing somewhere else with a small figure.
Oh, shit.
Hooded, a white mask on, just standing like 15 feet in front of you. Seems to be on a rainy road at night. Completely different situation. He does not regard you. He just stands there. You can feel... roll me an insight check here, real quick, just in the moment that you're...
Am I still exhausted?
We'll say here it doesn't apply.
14.
As you look over him for a moment, you realize you don't feel that exhaustion. You don't feel that you feel tired, energized, or you don't feel that tiredness. You feel alive, energized. The mask shows no emotion, but you do not feel yourself. But around you, there just seems to be this anger, kind of overflowing. It's kind of pouring from this figure, fuming.
And
what do you do?
I thought you were the scales. I thought I was angry. So the time has come, no?
Taldro, do you understand what I've done for you? You can hear like slowly, deliberately saying them out loud. The last one is he says you seems to appear around you. You?
Yes, of course, I know what you have done. You used me for your own ends. And I used you for mine.
Right. But I gave you so much. I offered you so much. All you had to do. All you had to do. Kind of echoes out. Then you feel it calm almost as quickly as it hits. You feel the energy simmer. It still stays there, but doesn't say anything else other than that. Stays 15 feet away from you.
Yes. All I had to do was complete your task. I understand.
Why?
Anyway, your task was completed. I brought one to the tower who completed the task for you. Megan did it.
Megan didn't do it, you idiot. Do you not see the elf that you left in power? Do you not know who she works for? The person that you were supposed to stop.
But the
Who
tower
gave him the
was
tower?
destroyed. The wizard was killed.
The wizard was killed. And then you see like his hand kind of like, it just like it, just without care, waves. And you see Kesh. The figure of Kesh, it just somewhere out of nowhere, out of the darkness, it spirals, and the image of a bedroom is the best that you can guess. A summoning circle covered in blood, the image of the wizard somewhere in the background, and the red-haired elf sitting there. Kesh, in the middle of them, gleefully. One head, eyes rolled back, huge smile on his face, incanting. And he, do you not see?
You mean Keck, not Kesh, right?
Oh, sorry, Keck. Yeah, not Kesh, sorry. Keck. He screams that.
What of Keck? He's barely even a person. He's half monster.
Eyes. As you look back at the picture, you can see Keck's eyes. They're not rolled back. They're just covered in a milky white.
What is wrong with him?
Bits of darkness. That is his corruption. Do you not understand? Have you not paid any attention? Any of your communions? Nothing?
Keck disappeared when we were underground. I don't know what happened to him.
Where do you think he went? What do you know what god your companion followed? Where?
I did not think he followed any god. He barely spoke.
Just so you know. Do you remember Ogdumph?
Of course.
Do you remember the incanting?
Yes, the wizard made him big.
The whip?
Yeah, I have the whip.
You have the whip? That's why you haven't died yet. You have the whip. Have you heard from Reginald lately?
No.
I didn't recall him, Taldro. Or once he points to himself as he does that. It's the first kind of movement or gesture that he's made. Is I didn't call him back, Taldro. Where is my warrior?
I do not know. I do not understand these games that you are playing. You use us like the wizard used us like chess pieces.
Because that's what you are.
That may be the case, but I have not done what you wanted for the last few days. I did what I wanted, and I am happy to have you send me wherever you want to send me. One of the 9 hells, whatever dungeon you have in this place, whatever you are going to do with me, fine. I am happy with my choice.
Fine. You made this choice. And he disappears. The scene quickly. Yeah, as you cross your arms, you blink, and he disappears. Those words echoing somewhere out in the distance. Whatever Megan and Kale are discussing, a couple of moments have passed, and Taldro has been kind of slack-jawed, his eyes rolled back almost.
So I probably just...
Oh, like half a day, I reckon?
Yeah, I probably think that he's just exhausted and I'm still staring up at the temple.
But should be half a day, right, Taldro?
Yeah, and then you snap back into it.
Oh, I'm back. I thought I was gonna fucking Matrix, not like this. Fucking all. Jesus.
No, you snap back into reality there for a moment with their voices kind of trailing off.
Strange.
What's strange?
I saw him again. Kalimvor.
What? And what did he say?
More of his confusing riddles about some sort of chained god. Kek. He showed me Kek. Said Kek believed in some sort of chained one. He said this whip. I reached down for the whip. Had something to do with Reginald.
Yeah, as you grab it, it still has one of those curious little bulbous, almost eye-like things that snake out. And as you pick it up, it's like almost like a snake at full attention. It kind of meets your gaze. No eyes on it, but it could be
The wizard from the tower.
Reginald.
Reginald. I think it is just a sword now. Reginald was within it, but he has been recalled by someone. Whatever magic is in this apparently is keeping me alive.
You were not recalled. Keeping you alive.
He said there is why I have not died yet, whatever that means.
Well, then we must keep it. We must protect it.
He said whatever chained thing that Kek prayed to. I think whatever killed the wizard in that tower. I think it is Kalimvor's enemy.
And his enemy is keeping you alive.
I assume they are both using me to their own ends. He admitted it as much.
Well, at least you are here. Perhaps the clerics, and I'm pointing up to the temple, can help. We must get there, but first, perhaps we rest a bit.
Throw the fucking whip. Is there like a ledge? Can I throw it off an edge, or is we just on flat ground looking for a forest?
Yeah, you guys are actually. I'll give you like a little. There you go. Barring Cash, sorry, buddy. You've come out onto this like flat, kind of grassy little landing, and then there's a couple of steep, stony steps to start to work your way down with a river running next to it, seemingly in the same direction that the river has been going previously.
I launched this thing fucking off the edge.
Okay.
As far as I can.
Throw it, which direction? Into the river or just off an edge?
Pretty much as far away from us as I can do. If off an edge would be a place where no one's going to get to it, then that. If not, I'll launch it into the river.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to pick it up.
There is an edge nearby. There's a kind of overlooks. It goes down to the bottom of these mountains where the forest would begin, but you can see a couple of small areas where you toss it.
Yeah.
As you toss it, that bulb, that small like bulbous eye, it almost like yoinks, like you can see it extend a small bit. It comes out further than it has before, almost at like full length, and it almost tries to whip in the air like a snake as this package. You've always imagined it in like a small little leather satchel, right, with a little button on thing, so you can see it kind of come out and starts to snake around, trying to desperately cling onto anything until it kind of crashes into the mountain, opens, and then skids out of view as it slides down into the leaves and the trees down below and the brush.
What are you doing? That's keeping you alive, you said.
Scrambled over to the edge here, and I'm looking down.
Why did you toss it?
We should be careful of it. It may try to follow us.
But if it's keeping you alive, Taldro.
No. I should not be alive. I should have died in the first cave. I was used by...
Should be alive.
You are alive, but...
No, I am not alive.
You flipped, you have.
Do you remember the game we played? The chess?
Yes.
I do not want to be used like this again.
You don't want to play chess, that's fine. We don't have to play chess if you don't play chess.
The gods are using me like one of those pieces. The game was confusing enough.
But...
Those were just pieces, they don't like think and stuff.
No. Not for me, not anymore.
Then, if that was keeping you, then do you still feel all right?
I think so, but we should be wary. I do not know why Kelemvor sent me back. Maybe it was the whip, maybe not. Perhaps this other chained one is draining Kelemvor of his strength. I don't know. Should be aware of it, wary of it. I do not believe either of them are worth following.
All right. 2 questions. What is Kelemvor?
He's the god of death.
Right. Okay. And who's the chained one?
I do not know.
God of life?
Do you remember Kek,
Kind of like the enemy? Kek.
the monster? I said he would eat you.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently he believed in a god himself. He never mentioned it. It was this chained one. Whoever it is must be very powerful. The elf with the red hair was also linked. The wizard at the tower was also linked. Everything is intertwined.
Well, Kek was like... He was good enough, wasn't he? And then that other elf, she saved my town, my city, so...
But at what cost? Kelemvor brought me back to try and defeat this wizard.
Yeah, but he's the god of death. That doesn't sound like a good thing to be a god of. Not like the god of biscuits or something.
I don't know what that is.
A biscuit, like a biscuit. Like food.
God of food.
Yeah, that's not important. I'm just saying the god of death doesn't sound like that's a good god.
No. I don't think he is good. I'm not sure if he is evil either.
Well, then the other... What? He's the god of death!
He is also the god of balance.
Is natural.
Yes, and I am unnatural. Which is why I'm
That is
surprised he would
not
bring me back. Why he would let me
Chalder.
stay.
Well, perhaps he doesn't have the strength to take you right now, and we should be thankful for it and get to the temple.
I'm not sure that we should be thankful for that. He does not have the strength to allow people to cross over, then the undead will run wild and
No
rampant.
one will die? Are you saying no one can die?
I don't
Jump
know.
off a cliff. I don't.
I don't know. I don't know what any of it means. And that is why I stopped doing the things that he wants to do, and why I will not be kept alive by a whip or a god of chains or whatever the fuck Kek believes in. I want to do what I
We
want to
need
do.
to get over there so we can go and get cash.
Right. Then we will do that, but we should be aware of the fact that Kelemvor is angry with me, and it was by his power that I was brought back, so whatever borrowed time I am on, I am not sure if it has run out or if I am just unable to cross over yet. Be very wary.
Look, I need a kip, but...
What
Anyone
is
else
it?
fancy a kip?
A biscuit.
No, a kip. No, not Jeff, the god of biscuits. A kip.
I think the god of harvest is Shonte.
No, a kip. A sleep.
Well,
How far away are we from the temple? In game time.
You're about a half a day. Are you guys walking while you're talking here, or are you just standing where you are?
I think
can
probably
say.
standing.
Yeah, I would have said so.
it is not far away. We should advance.
Maybe we should rest a bit first, though.
No.
We just have to fight things.
Yes.
Also, this bloke is heavy as fuck, and we should probably ask him some questions.
No, we will take him with us. I can carry him if you want.
I immediately put him down.
I lift him up. It's probably fucking bullshit difficult, but I'll do it. I
Yeah,
assume
exhausted.
an exhausted version of me is still stronger than Megan.
Yeah, you can feel the exhaustion setting in heavily now. You can feel like a tug. So your strength is just being constantly sapped.
I am concerned that if we stop, more of them will follow us, or more of the creatures will come out from this cave, or that fucking whip might snake its way over.
I am as well, but I am quite out of energy, and I am unable to heal, and I could use a rest, and by the looks of it, you could as well.
I'm fine.
I heft up the sword, I unsheath it a little or whatever the hell is going on, and I say,
I can still swing this. We will be fine.
As he's holding him over his shoulder, I'm just gonna check he's not awake. Bang! Alright, should be good.
Smack him in the shoulder. It doesn't seem to move. Taldra, you feel it maybe stumble forward a little bit.
Oh,
I know
easy,
we are
Trigger.
tired, but we should just push this last half day. Once we are inside the temple, we will be safe.
Alright, that's a terrible fucking idea, but alright.
it probably is a terrible idea, but Taldro is Taldro, and I'm sorry.
As you push on here through the forest, you come to a point, Taldro and party, where Kale, I think it's very familiar for you. You see a beautiful shrine somewhere within the forest. It's a small hut that's been hollowed out. As you're walking along, just past it, you see the river that you were born in, or found in, should I say. It's a small creek of a river right here that kind of passes through before joining into a larger one. You see the glade beyond where you were found, where you saw the unicorn, and a small little spot as you pass by, nestled where you can assume your basket was found. It's at that point that Taldra, while carrying this prisoner, this captive, he falls. You can see he just collapses under the weight.
Taldro! I'll be tapping his face.
Yeah. As you run over, give me a medicine check. Or
Oh dear. Okay. 20.
he's dead.
Oh,
Did it?
Megan?
What? Is he alright? He looked knackered.
No, I don't think he is alright. I don't.
What? Hang on.
Sobbing.
Aldro!
Pulse. Nothing.
What? No, he's not. What?
Check for a pulse.
Check for a pulse.
Yeah. It takes a moment. You check for a pulse. You can see that Taldra's body lies lifeless, out of breath. The chest
Oh, he's still
doesn't
alive.
move up and down. You can see he's dead.
I
You
don't know how
can't
to take a pulse.
tell how he died, Megan, but the body of Taldra lies lifeless under the weight of his companion that he was carrying, or this captive.
Can you get the whip? Can you
shit.
get that thingy through? Can you bring it back?
Right.
It's just back there.
Sprint.
You start to run off. Give me a quick survival check if you can remember where it was put.
13.
13. So we get the scene here while you run off, Megan, frantically searching for the area that Taldra threw this whip off to. What are you doing, Kale, while you're beside him?
So I'm knelt there in front of this little shelter thing, and I can't move him or anything, and probably in shock. So I'm just sobbing, just over him, and probably occasionally saying things like, "Well, it
You'll be all right. Megan's gone to get the whip, and it's not like you're chained to it or anything. And just, a string of half hopeful, half sobbing things coming out of my face.
And you sit like that, crying, sobbing. Do you say anything other than that? Do you say anything to anybody, whether it be like Eldath? Do you yell at the
Yeah, I'm
heavens,
sure
or-
I've been grabbing my pendant, and because at any time of crisis, I meditate every day and try to commune with Eldath, but at any time of crisis, you see me clutching my waterfall pendant.
Hey, you're not there, puppet, and you followed Eldath for so long, and I'm certain that Eldath is watching right now, and you'll be fine, I'm sure of it.
The string continues, probably actually looking up and praying like,
Eldath, if you can hear me, my companion, he's fallen, and we need your help.
Roll me a religion check real quick.
21.
21. You hear a familiar voice, strangely different, yet familiar. It floats across the breeze for a moment. You can see these leaves kind of across Taldro's body, and as they do, you can hear a voice among the leaves, and it says, "Hello, my child." Hey,
Yes. Is it you?
has it happened?
It has.
Have we lost him?
Can't you help us?
I wish, my child. I wish.
Then he's gone.
Yes.
There is nothing to be done.
Nothing.
He's my only friend, my best friend, my companion, my family. If he is gone, I have nothing.
You have me, Kale. You have me. But he is gone. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Kale loses it.
Yeah.
I'm straight out bawling now.
I think that's where we end today's episode.
Can we
As,
just get some love for Jay for actually doing it? Do you know how hard that is?
Killing two fucking people in the same episode. Also, I wrote it in the chat, but oh my god, I had a chance to say bye, but I was like all business because I'm like, let's just fucking get to the fucking doors of the fucking thing, and I was like, then I'll say bye and I'll just check all my fucking shit. Like as what I was thinking, and I was thinking as Taldro. Fuck, dude. All business.
By the river where his journey began.
I was like I'm just doing the thing where I'm like, oh, so close. Like it's just there. Yeah. I'll just get there, then we can rest, and then I can just fucking like be like, listen, Megan, you son of a bitch. If anything fucking happens to Kale, you're fucked. And I can be like, Kale, listen. I mean, the good thing is we had a good conversation, me and Kale. So I feel like basically I got a good buy-in, but Jesus Christ. I wasn't expecting that.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, damn, GG.
Well, I have to follow you, so
Good
the only way
episode,
to do
man.
that is to stab myself in the throat.
Yeah, now you have to fucking... How far do you follow that thing?
Kill yourself with the orc.
Jesus. Follow the orc.
Now you must cook the orc and serve the orc.
Okay.
Son opening your first restaurant.
Oh my god.
I do have capital. I do have enough capital to set up a restaurant.
Love you guys. Good episode. Good session. Sorry for the music. It's Oh man. Why don't we go around real quick? Let's start with Zot. Can you do me a favor and shout out Brad's channel for him?
Brad,
shout out
Mr.
yourself.
Bradley, rip in peace, Brotatoe. He a good dude. He was a great guy. He was awesome. I'm gonna miss him. Brad's dead to me now, by the way. I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, had a lot of fun together. It was I missed the crap out of him. I really will. If you wanted some good old Minecraft action though, make sure you check him out.
Yeah, go watch the Cube. Cube's in the chat.
Fucking cute, dude.
Tuesday, can you do me a flavor? Shout out Zot, and then give your passing words if you want to.
I'm fine. Also, so Zot, and you should go check him out. Role playing in GTA as Leon Marks, right? Or
That's the one.
you can find him secretly. I think we've installed a cam in his studio playing some game that he's testing right now, and he will probably know life pretty soon. And also, other things that Zot likes to do. So go check him out.
Go check Zot out.
Things.
Zot's got a turtle head creeping up, so he's got to leave the call right now.
I gotta do the thing, but I love you guys. I'll see you guys all soon, and I'm gonna yell at Jay a little later, so it's fine.
Love you, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Bye. He actually
Destroy
get
the overlay.
fuck out of here.
There it
Get
goes.
out. That's
And
fine. He can destroy the overlay.
Overlay is decimated.
I'm
into
gonna
nothingness.
shout you out here, Peachy. This man made one of my favorite songs. I know you commented it in the chat. Kudos to anyone that has figured out what the song is used for yet. Thank you, Peachy. Go support him. Look at that large head on the screen. My God, it's so beautiful.
The
He's
best
become,
I
oh my
can-
fucking God.
The best I can do here.
God had to leave a little early here. He was like, Jay, I really have to poop, so I gotta go. So make sure to type Kujio in the chat. Go check out Peachy Pixel. He makes amazing music. He's a beautiful individual, and he's slowly leaving. He's slowly leaving. Goodbye, Peachy. If you want questions about RagTags, if you got questions about the campaign here, I'll be in the Discord for a little bit after this. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for the early end, but I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. Do we have anything crazy to shout out before we do
Yes,
the outro?
I'm dead and I'm sad about it. What the fuck?
Sorry. Got some final words here, Brad? Again?
Yeah. I got some fucking fun. What the fuck? You fucking murdered my character, you son of a bitch. I love
I
that.
don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. I feel empty. I don't think it's not gonna hit me until like a few days.
Yeah.
Well, next week maybe when I like fucking have to show up with someone else.
Yeah.
Like we've been
calling you.
expecting it,
Yeah.
but I genuinely fucking
not
loved
ready.
Taldro. I haven't loved a character like this for a while. Like really just been like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fucking love this guy.
Did you keep
Because
trying
he
to
was
fucking kill him?
so Taldro.
Oh, and weirdly enough, one of the main reasons I love him is the pre-come brought back to life Taldro. I enjoyed, but like come back and like having like you being like, oh, you now have depression was a whole new fucking way of me having to roleplay a character. Like I was like, oh, I know this character, and then you killed them and brought them back, and I was like, this is like a whole new axis of RP that I have to introduce into this character, and it kind of forced me to do that, and that was it was really fun for me to play, to be honest, to kind of almost be like gun to the head, forced to play a character that I have made differently, but not in an unenjoyable way, because I've had that happen to me before. But like you know, like you said something crazy has happened, and I was like, well, how would my character react to that? Because I feel like I've played Taldro pretty
you've played him really straight
I'm like, this is what he would do.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fucking this is weird. I feel weird about it.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
That's I kept thinking about it, man, and like that's how
Yeah,
it'd be, you know?
like there's so many characters that I've played and loved, but like there's only a couple that have died, and it's a weird feeling when you like, because there are characters that I'll throw away.
a part of you, right? Yeah.
There's characters that I'll be like, I love this character, but they can die. Cough gooch, cough gooch. But Yeah, Taldro, even though I knew he was going to die and I've known this
They're all
whole time.
worse than, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny was my best character that I played.
No, which is more pain? Never seeing Johnny again or Taldro?
Well, Johnny and Irish, I know, are like alive out there and knocking about,
Yeah.
doing their own thing.
That's fair
Spoilers.
Yeah, we're out there.
So they're like doing their thing. So it's like there's no like, it's not. I can just imagine them just being like da 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 da. Taldro's fucking dead, man. His fucking giant, massive, wounting body smashed into the ground, and he's dead.
Yeah.
And he was so young. Taldro was 18, by the way, everyone, which is some of the reason he was a petulant little child, and but everyone treated him like an adult because he was big, and it seemed like he had a lot of responsibility because he was a bodyguard and a bouncer. But he was actually quite young, so I was always trying to kind of measure that in. It was quite a weird character to end up playing in the end, and I'm gonna miss him a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember when you were talking about him on Zacodicus's podcast, and then that was like a couple weeks ago, right? And I heard what you were talking about, and I was like, man, this is gonna fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna, oh no.
It's weird. It's a weird character. I think that like probably Taldro has a lot of things in common with me. I think there's a lot of myself in Taldro's personality, but like not necessarily like like things I can pinpoint, but like little things and
like bits of you, yeah.
bits of me that, because there's some characters where I'm like, that's not me, really. I'm like, I'm playing that, I'm RPing that up. Whereas there's elements of Taldro where I was like, I can relate to how he would feel here, or how angry he would get at that, and like trying to remember like,
and you can apply
being
it.
impatient and shit like that is so me in real life as well. So being able to be like kind of impatient was fun. And I don't know, man. It's a weird
Mm.
feeling, and I'm gonna miss him. But he's dead. So thanks, Jay, for at least facilitating a great character for me, and thanks for killing him. To be honest, if it wasn't for this death and the doom counter over my head for the whole thing, I wouldn't have felt as much of a kinship and a deep bond with Taldro as I did.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Taldro's death turned the whole campaign around in a different way. It definitely created agency for you guys. It put you onto the Save Kale quest and brought you to Peak Cliff, and then you guys are the first party that's ever turned the fuck around at the main villain, so that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Really weird.
But thanks for watching this week, everyone. Thank you for hanging.
Hey, Jay, you appreciate a shout out.
Yeah, Jay, go follow Jay Brotatoe.
I think he's playing Apex at the moment.
Yeah, definitely playing
He's
Apex.
playing
Lots of Apex. Super amount of Apex. I actually, real quick, I do have something to shout out. If you're a Patreon on our Patreon, if you're a patron on our Patreon, here on Table Story, I did a lore drop last month. It's a little secret thing. If you go look on the Patreon, you can find it. It exists somewhere out there only for you to find. You can find out literally what you missed out on when they turned around in the Mage's Tower. You can find out what was beyond the door that Peachy Pixel was about to turn and grab and open. The title of the episode is Brad Robbed You of that lore drop. You'll never know unless you go watching. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Oh,
Thank you
also
so
on
much.
Sunday there's a thing. I forgot we didn't mention it.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say,
You know what I'll
watch
do?
Simulacrum tomorrow, and Brad's got a thing for all of you to watch.
Yeah, I think I can set up a thing real quick, but we have a superhero one-shot. Now, last week at the end of Magical Kitties, if you saw it, I went, haha, see you next week for the human version of it, where they'll all be playing like human superheroes, and everyone was like, ha ha ha, Brad and his memes. Well, I've done it. I've actually done the thing. And I'll play a trailer for you right now if you hold on for 1 second.
All of you hold
for
on.
me to load the trailer up.
Taldro will hold you.
And I will scale that to fit to the screen. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you on Sunday. It's called the August Alliance. It's a one-shot with a question mark on the end, and you'll find out what that means on Sunday. It's got an all-star cast. It's the first time I've run a superhero thing, if you don't count Magical Kitties. Magical Kitties was technically magical kitties and not super-powered kitties. So this is, actually this isn't the first time I've run a superhero thing, that was a lie. I'll see you on Sunday for a superhero thing, and we'll see you tomorrow for Simulacrum. And next week, where me and Zot, I guess, will show up as dwarven twins. Bye!
Exactly.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.